90 degrees right here in Phelps, Kentucky, eastern Kentucky, and the heat is just climbing. Actually, the 90 degrees was as of 11:30, and it just seems to be getting hotter. Yes, these are abnormal temperatures. My 40 years of life, I don't remember it being this kind of hot. But the tracks here, I noticed the other day, they were warped. They were sending out trucks to work on the tracks, and in places they're even broken. Right now, if you can see, I can see the heat waves coming off of the tracks. The other day they had as a truck, looked like a standard work truck, and he had train track wheels, and I guess he was doing maintenance or whatever. And I noticed here you can see where they, I guess, welded or had recently fixed it on down the tracks. If they've not fixed it, they were actually broken. And you see these pieces right here. And just a lot of work. Normally the train runs once in the daytime and once in the middle of the night. But through the day, they have had work trucks up here. There's been times we've been up at our campsite and we've had to wait till the train to pass before we could even, come off. We'd have to take the long way around. Now, right here on the tracks, I was looking, like little tiny cracks are forming in the railing here, and you can see here as it's breaking off. This is all the way down the tracks, but I'm looking here. It almost looks like it's sweating, but these are like little, I guess, where the molecules in the rails are spreading, making the tracks more apt to warp or even break. Actually see pieces of the metal when the tracks run that's flaking off from the tracks. Here's my son. He's helping me do the investigation and collecting these shots on the tracks. I mean, as we walk down these tracks, and we just, I've never paid this much attention before to all the damage. Now, I am understanding why the train company, the railroad, is out so much. Because these tracks are just every so many feet, I mean, there's damage done on the tracks. It's so hot right now that everything, just to get these shots, I mean, it burns my knees. I can't even touch the railroad ties. They're so hot. I mean, some of the shots are actually hard to get. I can just place my knee up against the track here, and I can't leave it there because it burns. Here in eastern Kentucky, especially this area, coal mining is a big thing. And just right down here, just a little ways, probably a half a mile from here, is a coal mine. And the train comes 2 times a day, and that's where they go, is to get coal. Okay, you see some more spots there, bub?
No, definitely, big time.
Yeah, this is a bad section right here. We spend a lot of time in the outdoors. We spend a lot of time outside, but lately it's just been so hot. I mean, look at this, and these are recent breaks. These are recent breaks too in the track, but it's just been so hot to get out. Okay, so where it's been so hot, the molecules in the tracks, in this metal, the molecules begin to, they spread, making it a little more to where they'll break, you know, because you got several tons of pressure on these tracks, so you got these molecules spreading and making it more easy to bend, kind of like spoon bending. And there's nothing magic about spoon bending. You know, if you ever notice, they rub. You take a spoon and you rub, you heat up the metal, you can make the spoon bend. And that's what's happening here with the tracks. It's just got so hot that all this pressure, it's breaking the tracks, it's warping the tracks. Right here is another crack in the track. Like I say, every few feet, you know, you are seeing cracks, breaks, bends, warps, and these tracks, I mean, they go all the way down to the where they deal with the coal, and you know, it's just every few feet, if not less than that, you see, you know, anomalies in these tracks. And this explains why the railroad has been out so much working on these tracks.